An Auckland man says his time living at a social housing unit was a nightmare, and fearing for his own safety, he's now abandoned his flat and is sleeping in his van.
He says all day drinking, drug use and violence at the complex was constant, and he feels the provider Tamaki Housing, which manages thousands of government units, failed to act quickly enough to stop it.
This is my best friend Rose. Best friend I've ever had in my life.
This is Bobby Wells' life. His dog Rose, his van and his few possessions. He feels safer living in here than he did across the road in his unit at this Tamaki housing complex in Point England.
Horrible, it's just horrific. Congested with party goers. If you could imagine a nightclub, just like that.
He waited years to get a unit. When he finally got one, he was greeted by visitors congregating and drinking next door and loud music. There were fights.
Call yourself my f***ing farmer. You know what? I'd rather smoke crack.
The rubbish piled up, parts of the complex were damaged, windows smashed in, prompting call-outs to the police.
Doors getting kicked in and yelling and screaming and then fights breaking out. Nothing worse than waking up in the morning and seeing a whole lot of people sitting outside or passing a pipe around smoking crack.
He says some tenants and their visitors had no respect for the properties.
They shouldn't have even been there in the first place because there's people out there like myself. I waited 3 years just for a little box across the road there to actually get off the streets.
Bobby Wells made complaints. He says Tamaki Housing failed to act, but the housing provider disputes this. Tamaki Housing told Newshub staff took immediate action to resolve the complaints. However, it noted that the law says that 3 breach notices have to be issued within a 90-day period before an application can be made to terminate a tenancy. Tamaki Housing also says substantiating antisocial behaviour and responding under the Act can be time-consuming, and we acknowledge this would have been frustrating for Neighbours. 2 tenants have since been kicked out, but Bobby Wells says intervention should have happened sooner.
They failed doing that, and as a result, I'm back on the street.
On the street and enduring cold nights in the van, while Rose and Bobby try to find more suitable living arrangements.